This is episode 4 of MUGARISI. My name is Innocent Manyenga.
And I'm Admire Mungu.
And today we've got a different kind of program today. The producers have decided to do stuff different.
Look, we're not in agreement, whatever they did.
Yeah, we're not.
Just to state the fact. What did they do? They say, look, we need to review a budget car. We need to review a car that can take you from one point to another using the least amount of fuel, least amount of cash used. Yep.
And they decided to give us a Honda Fit.
Yep, 2010 Honda Fit. It's an amazing vehicle. I love it. I want one. I'm not saying it's bad. I want one. It's a good one. It's a CVT engine, which means basically it is a variable engine, constantly variable engine, which means generally you don't even hear it change or feel it change gears.
Yeah, you don't. And it goes at 7.2 for every 100 kilometers, 7.2 liters.
You do the maths. Per kilometer, how much is that?
You take the zero.
Yeah.
0.1.
Yeah. You're not a mathematician, are you?
Yeah, I'm a journalist.
But 0. Chakuti?
0.14 milliliters for
amazing.
Every kilometer. So that's amazing.
Did we accept the challenge?
Yeah, we did accept the challenge.
But not the car.
But definitely not the car. But
yeah.
The conditions of the challenge was that we were supposed to travel with the Honda Fit from Eastleigh, that was our starting point, all the way to Norton.
Somewhere close to Norton.
Yes, and we only had 10 liters of fuel, but we decided to take something else.
Yeah, of course. With 7 liters, you can get to Norton, almost close to coming back to Eastleigh.
Yes, and but we decided no, we can get the same kind of mileage with a different and more comfortable car with the interior that is great, and that was the
blinker
Mercedes C-Class. So we put 10 liters in the Mercedes C-Class, and we didn't go to Norton. We decided to take another route.
We're comfortable because it's a diesel. We're comfortable because Mercedes say it does 19 or some sort to 20 miles
per gallon, which is roughly translates to about 10 liters for every 100 kilometers.
But it's a diesel. It does much better than that.
Yes. So we wanted to prove that Mercedes could do that. The producers weren't happy. This is what transpired.
Now this beauty of a vehicle is a vehicle that we say, voila. Designed by the best in terms of engineering and effort. This is a Benz that you say, look, it feels good. It handles well. And it does the job. And that job is to get you to a place in the most comfortable, enigmatic manner that you can do.
Now, although diesel fuel has been deregulated and the price of petrol fuel seems quite attractive, diesel cars still rule because of their better mileage, which results in a much better tank range. Besides that, diesel variants are always in more demand for multiple reasons. When you consider luxury cars, that is. Mercedes-Benz brought in the 4th generation C-Class in 2014 in petrol only. Then the diesel variant the next year. We get behind the wheel of the 220 CDI to see how the C-Class fares with an oil burner powering it.
So Munga and I are out to prove to the producers that you can actually travel in comfort and save fuel at the same time, and that's why we chose this car.
Exactly. This car is quite a mileage runner, if you want to say it. It's a diesel, and it's made in a way that it's all economic.
The diesel C-Class looks identical to the petrol C-Class, and the only thing that sets them apart is the badging on the boot. The rear-wheel drive Baby Merc has taken styling inspiration from the S-Class and looks like a mini version of the Benz top-of-the-line sedan, which does make it stand out in its segment. The best elements are the lights, of course, with the all LED units really catching one's eyes.
You can actually choose to say, look, I want to drive it in economy, in sport, rugged terrain, and other aspects as well.
Now, unlike old Mercs, new models like the C-Class come with 5 agility settings: Eco, Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus, and Individual. These alter the engine, AC, and steering of the vehicle in the C-Class. In Eco, the motor takes it easy and the gearbox shifts with utter secrecy, but the punch is missing. Things get better, well, from the performance perspective, with each mode. S Plus being the most intense of them all, where power is quite spiky, making it best for use on the open road. One can change cogs using the steering mounted pedals. 100 kilometers an hour comes up in third gear, while at the same speed in top gear. And no, not the show. I'll say it again. In top gear, you will be doing 1,500 raves per minute. That's 1,500 RPMs. So a small nudge of the big pedal is enough to do a quick over.
Eco, you're saving fuel as usual, but we decided to ride a bit comfortably in the car, so we set it on comfort. Eco mode, you can save your fuel. Sport mode, of course, you then want to push this. If you're someone like me who likes a sporty vehicle, maybe that's a mode that you would want to go. The steering wheel becomes a bit heavy, isn't it?
Exactly. On sport mode, you can actually feel your tires, meaning you can actually drive it from your feet, which is quite an added advantage, especially for a car that's a diesel.
And it also helps with the handling, especially in the twisty bends there. That'll be really good. The C-Class gets auto stop start, just boost efficiency, and our test car returned 12 kilometers for every liter when driven with a heavy foot.
It's off. Wait for that.
And the engine is on.
It's on. Hey!
Yeah,
now that's what you call an intelligent, smart car.
Yeah, that's great. And putting it on a diesel car is, it's really frugal. I mean, I really like Mercedes for doing that. But if you like a performance car, maybe this is probably not the car for you. You'd be going for the BMW 3 Series, wouldn't you?
Yeah, 3 Series, it's a better car. However, I'm a Mercedes guy. I'd rather get a better Mercedes.
Yeah, but you
probably get an E-Class, the E-CDI, 220.
Yeah, but you're more of executive, man. You don't want your car moving faster. You look, even the setting we've got on this car is comfort because of you.
Yeah, because you have to enjoy it when you drive. When you drive, it should be enjoyable, comfortable.
Mungo, you just old. Now let's take a look at performance. Powering the Mercedes C-Class diesel is a 2.1 litre 4-quart mill which outputs 170 PS of power and 400 Newton meters of torque. This is of course the C220 and not the C250. The latter shares its engine specs and tune with the E250 and the ML250. The engine needs little introduction as it also powered the old C-Class. It had a strong mid-range and a low-end performance being good too. Thus every input on the throttle makes the Mercedes react instantly, resulting in quick progress to high speeds. The C220 CDI is the more practical engine of the C-Class, the diesel mill offering plenty of punch. There's good enough grunt to amble around town effortlessly or blast out on the highway at upper triple speeds. While the motor impresses with its low and mid-range performance, it disappoints with its lack of top end. Pushing the motor past 3,500 RPMs isn't going to excite you as much as working the mid-range does. Redline comes in at around 4,800 RPMs and the unit is vocal near the limiter, but the noise, vibration, harshness is very sorted at all times. 0 to 100 kilometers an hour takes 7.62 seconds. It's that strong punch from the powertrain that not only shelves you back into the seat, but also makes high-speed cruising and overtaking a complete breeze. A bit of off-road noise does creep in though. We could do a detour.
Yeah, come to think of it, why go to Northern?
Yeah, we could do a major detour and go to Goromonzi instead.
Goromonzi?
Yeah.
That's quite nice.
Yeah, we can go to Goromonzi. Let's go.
Hey, producers, they can do what they want. We're going to Goromonzi.
We're going to Goromonzi.
Yeah. Right, so what happens if we run out of fuel?
No, this is a Honda Fit thing.
Because they say it's a fuel saver.
Yeah, it's a fuel saver, so I'm not even worried.
Okay, so this will work.
You seem to be doubting.
Look, there's not much in terms of the fuel gauge is like 1 bar. I mean, out of a possible.
Don't worry, dude. You're worrying too much.
So I'm estimating that the fuel in this vehicle right now, 6 liters.
Yes. We can go to Goromonzi and come back.
6 liters.
It's 6 liters.
Let's do it.
Oh, you know we are the infinity. Oh, you know we are the infinity.
The The cabin of the diesel C-Class is also identical to the petrol model. It too takes inspiration from the S-Class, which truly makes it stand apart from its rivals. Well, maybe not Audi A4, whose cabin is awesome. The cabin is a nice place to be in. The dashboard is rich and attention to detail is in excess. Just what is expected out of a Mercedes. The tablet-like 8.4-inch multimedia screen carries a ton of information, and the car button displays things just like how it does on the flagship S. Nice. There's a ton of features on offer, and the C-Class can match its immediate elder sibling in terms of equipment. That's how loaded it is. The front seats offer terrific comfort, and the thigh support is adjustable too, thanks to the electric adjustment function for the front seats. You also get 3 stages of heated seats, both for the driver and front passenger, as well as back seat passengers. How cool is that? Wait, how warm is that? Although some AMGs don't have it, the C-Class gets push button start stop. Yes, push button start stop. Other noteworthy features include rear camera with guidelines, 3-zone climate control, panoramic sunroof, multi-color ambient lighting, and a 13-speaker Burmester audio system.
We were slightly wrong, not too much, isn't?
Right, so our fuel gauge is not looking so well. It's not healthy right now.
Better.
Yeah, it's not healthy at all.
I
don't know how we're gonna make it. We can't make it. Look, it's on 1 bar.
Yeah.
And we're in a bit of a fix.
So
what I think we need to do is I think we need to pull over and think about exactly how we're gonna get to where we're supposed to get.
So here we are. No money for fuel.
It turns out that we had miscalculated the efficiency of this car, and uncertainty was starting to creep in the both of us.
But we had a plan B. Since our producers had taken our wallets, leaving us in the same league as church mice. Well, in an expensive car, that is. We called a distant cousin who happened to be the son of my father's uncle's sister's childhood grade 1 schoolmate who still remembered me from an early age, who gave us just enough to guarantee us safe arrival to our destination.
We just got money for fuel, and we're on our way. The gauge is really making.
Will we make it? That's the biggest problem right now. I'm quite worried about this whole situation. I mean, we did our own thing, but this thing is not working out. How are we going to make it? How are we going to be the first TV show hosts to actually get stranded and not finish a show?
Should we have chosen the Honda Fit instead?
Honda Fit is good, but in terms of like fuel mileage and the way this thing can actually drive, especially in economy mode, I mean, this is close to a Honda Fit. This is close to a really small engine.
Well, at the moment, we haven't proven anything.
I think we can.
Yeah, I think you're a bit too overconfident.
And
This is 1 bar left.
It's been in a bar for a while. I mean, we just got some cash because we're not, extremely confident in its ability. However, it's still good 1 bar.
Yeah,
1 bar.
we have been told that this is okay in terms of fuel consumption.
Yeah.
Welcome to the news.
It's not the news. This is MUGARIS. It's an information hub.
Okay,
Of course
welcome.
it is.
So it's welcome to the information hub.
Information hub.
Welcome-
Auto Information Hub, where we talk about.
Oh, you're allowing me to talk now.
Yeah, you can.
All right. Welcome to the Information Hub, where we give you information on the new cars that are coming out in the world from the major brands, Mercedes, Toyota, BMW, all the cars that you can actually think of. And today we've got a couple of cars that are coming from Mercedes.
Exactly. A couple of cars coming out from Mercedes. But remember, on this show, especially on this segment, we want to hear from you. We want to hear what you guys think on the cars that are being released, think on cars that are actually coming our way into Zim, cars that are still concept ideas. And you can send us a voice note. In fact, don't send us a voice note. Send us a video app.
A video, and we'll feature you here on this segment of Information Hub. And today, like we mentioned, yes, we've got Mercedes, but let's take a look at Toyota first, isn't it?
Yes. The news coming in, Manyenga, is that Toyota has confirmed plans to renew its affordable city car offering in Europe, that is. Although it stopped short of confirming whether it will retain the iGo name. Now, the new model will keep costs down by using a variation of the Yaris Super Mini's GAB platform with exclusively non-electric engines. Yeah, non-electric engines. So it's likely to be priced in line with the current iGo from about £12,500. It will also prioritize interior space and utility as part of its focus on the urban mobility market. £12,500, that will translate you close to around 16 or 17,000 US dollars.
Yes, that's the main reason why they have decided not to put an electric motor in the car and just keep it combustion, just to keep the prices down and keep it a bit affordable. But that's a bit strange because we can call it affordable. They can call it affordable, but 17,000 United States dollars in Zimbabwe would be a bit much.
Yeah, but they're saying that the next generation iGo will sport a subtle ride increase and likely a protective body kit, so it will be quite safe.
Yeah, it'll be, well, it is Toyota and they've always prioritized safety. And the other thing about Toyota is that if you get this car, there are lots of parts there. You don't have to struggle to get parts. So it'll be an amazing car for Zimbabwe if it is to arrive in Zimbabwe.
Yeah. And something else we're going to be talking about?
Yes, the Mercedes C-Class came out last week.
Yep.
Came out last week. It is an amazing car, but they haven't done much with the body, have they?
No, they haven't. I mean, the body is not that great looking. I mean, in terms of what we're used to seeing from Mercedes, it is quite a Mercedes looker. But I'm sure if you haven't seen the latest Mercedes, you'd love that Mercedes, because they're doing things with the angles, they're doing things with the styling and things like that. But I hear it's got amazing infotainment and night driving.
Yes, it has an amazing infotainment system. That infotainment system has a portrait size tablet right in the middle there. It's easy to access as a driver. It also has another screen that is just for your instrument cluster. So it's really quite good. And the ambient lighting in that car, we saw shots of that car, and it is perfect. Exactly. Mercedes making sure that you're comfortable whilst you drive your car.
I hear that at the front, the headlights are slightly thinner than before, and then there's a new downturned grille that makes it look a bit like it's scrolling at you. You know, it's like whatever the sound that people who scroll make. I don't make that sound.
No one wants to know what sounds he makes, but it looks beastly and it really looks imposing at the front, and it also has little three-pointed star logo on it, for Mercedes on the grille.
It makes it, I think it just makes it a little bit different from the other Mercedes. I mean, remember we featured the GLC and it had the teeth. I refer to them as the teeth eating air. This one is a little bit different. It's got the little Mercedes, little 3 stars, whatever thing. And it makes it look good.
It does make it look good.
How much do you get it for?
I'm not sure. How much will you get it for?
I hear close to 36,000.
36,000, okay.
But it's a C-Class. I'm sure you can get this. Is 36,000 pounds.
So close to 40 United States dollars. So that's but if you're looking for
40,000, what do you mean $40?
40,000.
If I have $40,
hey, you never know. Maybe I've got a contract with Mercedes. You never
know.
Anyway, still with Mercedes. Mercedes are coming out with a new C63 AMG, and that is in 2022.
Yep.
And something that you didn't like about it.
Yeah, it's downsizing from a V8. It's now getting into a hybrid-sized 4-cylinder engine. I hear it's a 4-liter. I don't like that. I like the V8s and the V12s.
Yeah, he's more into that power, that grunt, but still the electric motor in there gives you 129 brake horsepower, coupled with a 520 2-liter engine. That'll probably give you 600 odd brake horsepower, so it'll still have that oomph, but you're more concerned about the sound.
500 horsepower is a lot. Yeah, but you want to get 500 horsepower on sound, on a really mean sounding machine. I mean, look, this is a really powerful car, comparing it to the one that we actually test driving today. Not the Honda Fit, the one that we're actually doing,
the Mercedes,
which is around 194 horsepower. This is a 500 horsepower. Extreme mean machine.
Yes, but I'm all for the hybrid combination of combustion and hybrid. It makes sense, and Mercedes have proven that they can actually merge the two, the hybrid as well as the engine. So I don't think there'll be much to give away there, but the C63, I'd love to see it. And from the renderings that we saw, it still has the same kind of interior as the C-Class that came out last week.
It is quite amazing. But then the other thing, this is the news, and you've written to us, and there's a guy who wrote to us, and he says, review the 2010 Honda Fit. Yeah, the 2010 Honda Fit.
Are we going to do that?
I think he's the one talking to our producers. However, for you, we could do that. We'll try to do that. But on the news section, we can say that it is quite a fuel cost, saving vehicle, which is quite a good looking sort of like car, which we think you should buy.
That you just didn't do much to convince people that you're interested in that car.
Whatever. This is it for the news.
Okay, that's it for the news.
Information hub.
Okay, he calls it the Information Hub.
Yeah.
And I think next week we're going to be calling it Information Hub.
Exactly.
Because he's a bit hard-headed.
This is Mugaris.
Let's go back to our Mercedes and let's see how that turned out.
It didn't turn out so well.
It didn't.
No.
Oh, you know we are the infinity. Oh, you know we are the
Welcome back.
We should have used the money we got
But we didn't.
to get fuel.
We didn't. As you can see with the speed that we're going at, we're in a spot of bother.
It's a difficult situation we find ourselves in. Extremely difficult.
So what we've decided is that we're gonna go as far as we can. Hopefully we'll find a service station. What happened? What happened? Did you switch off?
Yeah. Let me try to. I don't know what's going on.
Pumba, Shama.
Eish, man, we.
Pumba. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Come on.
Hey. Yeah, okay, alright. So, sorry. So, eish.
Come on, come to Sadaro.
This is hard, eh?
Come on, baby. Don't be like that. Okay. Okay, it's still moving. That's great.
I think we can get somewhere.
Yeah. Probably one of the stupidest things that we've ever done.
It ranks amongst some of them.
So, what do you think happens with the producers if this thing clunks out?
What if we kill this car? I mean, is it normal to actually get a Mercedes 0 fuel in the tank?
I think you'll have to park it by the bus stop.
Hey. Is it off?
Yeah, it's gone.
Hey, it's just cruising. My word.
Oh boy. So this is us. This car was supposed to take us to our destination and back. We're hoping it would function like a Honda Fit. It did well.
It's a really good car.
We were
However, we didn't function very well.
We pushed this car to its limits. We really wanted to test this car. So at the end of the day, this is where we are. The car is clunked out. We're nowhere close to a service station. And I don't know what we're gonna do.
That was some hard trip.
I don't know where we got the idea that we could push this car to the maximum, but it did well.
I'm quite impressed actually. I mean, look, we're idiots. We should have really filled this car up. I mean, 10 liters, 5 liters, that's even any car, even a Honda Fit wouldn't have done that.
But it performed really well.
It is a fantastic vehicle. I would basically say this is an executive car. Look, it's C-Class, and they say C-Class was just for affordability. This is more than affordability. This is executive execution.
Yes, they have, and they have not cheaped out on the materials inside. The seats are fantastic.
The feel.
The feel itself.
It is Mercedes.
It is Mercedes.
Yeah.
My only worry was probably the fact that it is a diesel, but it's a diesel that works.
It's a good diesel. Fuel economy extreme. Really good.
Yeah.
We pushed it to the limit, and look, we were found wanting, but it wasn't.
It wasn't.
Where do you find it?
Of course.
Punjab.
Find them along Robert Mugabe. That's just after the intersection between Robert Mugabe and Chiremba Road.
Exactly. Details right there on the screen. Go and check them out. Also check us out. We've got a new WhatsApp group. Yeah, you can contact us and give us your feedback. We are enjoying the feedback. We love the feedback that we're getting from you. Any type of feedback, as long as you watch the show and tell us what you think, because we want to make this show better.
We want to make this better. We want to make it better for you, and keep giving us that feedback.
Extreme.
Mungu, what are we going to do?
Look, we could push it to Punjab.
Yeah, look at us. Do we look like we're in any condition to push a car?
No.
Yeah, but why is it this always happens with Mercedes? I mean, we did this with the GLC.
Producers will do something about it. Call the producer. He'll come get it.
I'm calling the producer. You call him. I don't have it.
You call him.
No. You got the money that we got, didn't you?
What money? No stroke.